Do you hate your current job? Even if you're one of the lucky ones, there are so many people that are unhappy with their current employer. Let's find out why. Number one, there's no upward mobility. No matter how hard or long you work, there's no way to get promoted. A good example of this is when I worked at Burger King. I was promoted once to team leader, but that was basically it. That was the finish line. There was no hopes of me going higher. We had shift managers there. We also had an assistant manager. But those people were not leaving their positions anytime soon. So if I were to stay there, all I could hope for at the most was $6 an hour. That was it. No matter how many Whoppers I made, no matter how fast I made the chicken sandwich, it was just $6 an hour. When there's no room to advance, our brain starts thinking, what's the purpose of this all? What am I doing here? Am I just wasting time? Am I wasting my life stuck? I think this is one of the reasons why military has lots of different ranks. So you have the idea of climbing the ladder. The same thing with a lot of private companies. They embrace the hierarchy structure where it feels like after a year or two, there's a potential, even if you don't move up, there's at least the potential of your rising through the ranks or climbing the corporate ladder. And that, I think, that does something mentally to us where we feel a little bit more content. Second reason is there's no pension and there's no stock options. Only 17 to 20% of jobs offer a traditional pension plan. Some companies, mainly private, they offer stock options, but most jobs offer neither. So if you're stuck in a job that doesn't offer these options, then you're going to start getting concerned. It might hit in your 40s, maybe your 50s or 60s. What are you going to do? Are you going to rely on Social Security? Is that all you're going to have as you get older? Who's going to take care of you? What's going to happen? A pension or a 401k or stock options, that is like a financial security blanket. You know, when you start graying, you start getting those wrinkles, you start not being able to move as much, that you have some sense of financial security. Something that will be coming in every month, even if it's just $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month. Something will be there for you in your old age. If not, then you'll be stuck with this additional worry in the back of your head. And it doesn't have to be that way. Most of you watching me right here today, you can actually qualify for a government job, whether it's state or federal. And those type of jobs come with a guaranteed pension. And if you happen to be interested in a federal government job, then you found the right channel. I actually offer a course that will help you with your federal government resume so you can get more referrals, so you can get more interviews and be successful in attaining a federal government job. Link in the description below. Number 3 is you do not have time for anything. There's just no work-life balance. You're spending almost all of your time at the job, commuting, or thinking about the job. And it's not just you that's suffering, it's your friends, your family, your hobbies. All of them suffer right along with you. Now, I believe all humans have the desire to work. That's kind of what we're designed for. We have that desire, but not meaningless work, not purposeless work, but work we actually enjoy doing. If we love our work, then most of us wouldn't mind spending the majority of the week or extra hours in the day doing it. When I was in the military, there were entire years where I was spent deployed to another country. This meant no birthdays, no anniversaries, no graduations, no holidays, and a limited amount of freedom in order to do what I wanted to do. Most of us know that time is our greatest asset. Oftentimes, it's more valuable than money. This is because we can't accumulate any more time. We only have a set amount, and after it's done, it's done. Next is there's no job security. Some high-paying jobs are great while they last. They might be good this quarter, it might be good this year, but what about next? You can easily be receiving large bonuses, and you find yourself moving up the ladder. And then what happens? Without any warning, here come the layoffs. Maybe the contract was pulled from your company. Maybe the company had a rough quarter. Or maybe a recession is coming. All of a sudden, your whole reality is shaken up. You don't know when you're going to get the next job. You start applying, you start panicking, you look at your bills, you're wondering, did I pay the mortgage? Did I pay the rent? Am I paying my utility bills? Will I have enough to get by this month? Can I make it to the end of the year? These are the questions that start going through your head. I've seen some contractors in this area They think they have a secure, stable job, and then the contract falls through. And a lot of times the other company that is awarded the government contract, they'll pick up the employees, but sometimes that's not the case. They're not under any obligation to pick up employees from one company to the next. And that stress stays with you. You carry it from job to job, and it's amplified if you have people that you are responsible for. Next is there's no job satisfaction. The question is, are you satisfied when you're working at your job? Do you feel like you're doing something meaningful when you complete a task or an assignment? If the answer is no, you might be at the wrong job. Some people rather work with other people. Some people rather work on things. But we all want to feel that we're doing something meaningful, that we're doing something to move the needle, so to speak. One of my most rewarding jobs was working at Elizabeth City State University, because I was able to share my experiences. I didn't mind staying a little bit later to work on my lesson plans or to design my courses, because I felt like I was making a deep impact on a young audience that would inevitably contribute to the success that they would experience later on. I truly bought in, and I believe that. And I believe that when you have that sensation, you're willing to work harder, and more importantly, it doesn't necessarily feel like work. Now, if you're watching this, but you're not sure, you're kind of on the fence, you don't know if federal government employment is for you, maybe you're worried about the pay, then I want to share with you the quickest way to get to $100,000 a year in the government. If you want to know that, make sure you watch this video next. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.